the Vic Park depot to pick up some free plants our council's giving away. So we'll go and see what we got. Alright, we've been in and we've got our 2 packs of bush tucker. We've got sea parsley yolk, which is one I'm really looking forward to trying out. You grow it for the tubers. We have, ruby saltbush, which I've got quite a bit of. Warreen, which I'll have to look up. Warrigal greens, and Australian bluebell. So we'll have a bit of a closer look when I get home, and we'll see about getting these planted out into bigger pots today. Hello everyone, here we are on a cold, bleak West Australian autumn day. We have a look around. Well, that's as cold and bleak as it gets for Perth, but at least we had some rain. Right, well, we're back from the free plants that the local council was giving out, and as I said in the short, I decided to go for the bush tucker plants. The reason for this is they're food. I don't like growing food stuff. Quite often they're very attractive, like the ruby saltbush, which I've got quite a lot of out the front. Not always all that great to eat. I've looked up each of the different sorts of plants so we can get an idea of how good they are and capture it here. First up, we've got Warrigal greens, which is very similar to spinach, it tells me. I did have a taste of the leaves, and that was actually really, really nice. Not Australian, but it's Maori. Leafy green herb that grows in sunny to shady, and as we'll see, I put it in a rather shady spot. So hopefully it'll grow. Got a couple of those to go in. And I've got the Warrigal greens in a relatively shady spot. Hopefully it'll still be okay. They'll grow. Alright, this one's Warreen. This is one I hadn't actually heard of before. It's an edible native yam harvested by the North during the season of Kambarang, October through November. So these tubers will be, or yams, will be interesting to try out. This one has yellow flowers. We can read all about this on the webpage, which I will link to. Very nice. Okay, particularly suitable for both garden beds and large pots, and as we'll see, I'll pop mine out in one of the large raised beds at the side. And again, a little bit of shade, but hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, next one we'll look at is yolk. It's another yam, also known as Raisinthorpe radish. I've tried to grow this before, didn't work out for me, only had the one plant, and it got that fungal disease again, I think. But we've got a couple here. We'll get it out and see how she goes. As it turns out, one of my neighbours, who's also on the free in Vic Park Facebook group, had a couple of these and she didn't want to put them in, so I went up and grabbed them and swapped them for a feijoa tree. So I hope she enjoys the feijoa, and I hope I get to enjoy the yolks. Okay, up next we have sea parsley. Sea parsley's a similar sort of plant to our normal European parsley. A bit peppery zing, and I did try this one and it is really, really nice. It has a salty, interesting, maybe seaweed taste to it, but it's very, very pleasant. I'm looking forward to getting this growing and being able to harvest some. You can dry it. I'll put it into a large pot. I'm going to move that out into the sun and see how it goes. Ruby saltbush. This is one I'm of two minds about. It is quite pretty. The small red berries are nice to look at. It does probably attract some insects. It grows like mad. Very easy to propagate from the seeds. The berries, just dry them out a bit and strip the seed out. It's quite a large seed. But the fruit itself, it doesn't really do much for me. It's got a very little taste. The seed's quite large compared to the flesh. You have to pick an awful lot of them to get anything from. It may actually end up making a nice sauce. One day I'll get around to trying that. But anyway, we've got some more and I've popped it out the front on the verge, and no doubt that will grow fine. Last but not least, we have the Australian bluebell. This is one I couldn't find on the Tucker Bush website, but we've got some details here. I'm still not sure what to do with it. There's very little to find out what you can do. I believe it's got a small fruit that you can eat at a later stage. As it says here, bush tucker plant. Fruits are edible when bright blue in colour, but I think it'll be quite pretty being that blue colour. So I'll put it out in the garden and let's see how it goes. Okay, so that's it from the free plants. I'm going to try and build up my bush tucker collection over time. I've got some finger limes in, quite a few other bits and pieces. Perhaps when they start fruiting, we'll do a bit of a tour and see what we can get and do a taste test. As I said, most of these I haven't been able to taste yet, but looking forward to giving them a shot. So, wish me luck. Have fun, and I'll see you in the garden.